She vanished into the woods with another man during the 4th of July barbecue, so I exposed her in front of the whole town before the fireworks started. It was supposed to be the kind of day that stays etched in your heart forever. The type of memory you smile about every time you hear fireworks crackling in the sky or smell charcoal and barbecue sauce floating through the air. July 4th was a big deal where I'm from. A small, tight-knit town in Georgia where every house flies a flag and every backyard turns into a celebration of freedom, family, and food. For as long as I can remember, the 4th was about togetherness. From the time I was a kid, it was burgers on the grill, sparklers in the hands of laughing children, country music playing from porch speakers, and that deep, unshakable feeling that you were exactly where you were supposed to be. So when I brought my girlfriend, Haley, to my family's annual Independence Day bash, I thought I was introducing her to something sacred. I never dreamed that she'd tear my world apart before the fireworks even touched the sky. Haley and I had been together for a little over a year, and from the outside looking in, we were that Instagram-worthy couple everyone thought had it all. She was beautiful in that unreachable, airbrushed way, with blonde hair that caught the sun and a smile that could melt steel. I was just a regular guy, grew up in town, played football in high school, worked at a local shop fixing engines, and took pride in honest work and holding doors open. When I met her, she was new to town, fresh out of a long relationship and looking for something real. We hit it off fast, and for a while it felt like maybe I'd found the one. She said she loved my Southern manners, my family values, my willingness to cook breakfast on Sundays. I thought she meant every word, but looking back, I realized she was always looking over my shoulder, like she was waiting for something or someone better. The day started beautifully. I woke up early, marinated the chicken, got the smoker running, and cleaned off the old picnic tables in the backyard, while my dad hung up red, white, and blue streamers from the trees. Haley came downstairs looking like she stepped out of a magazine. Tight white shorts, a flag-themed crop top that clung to her curves, and that smile that used to make my heart trip over itself. She wrapped her arms around me, kissed my cheek, and said, "Can't wait to meet more of your people, babe." I took that at face value. I thought she was here because she loved me. I thought she wanted to be a part of my life, not tear it apart like a torn flag caught in a storm. By noon, the yard was full. My cousins were throwing a football. My aunt was setting up her famous mac and cheese, and my little niece was drawing chalk stars all over the driveway. I introduced Haley to everyone, and she turned on the charm like a light switch, laughing a little too loud at my uncle's terrible jokes, helping my mom set out plates even though she'd never done that before, hugging my grandma like she'd known her for years. It was almost like she was putting on a show. But I was too proud, too in love, too damn blind to see that it was all smoke and mirrors. I thought I was showing off the woman I'd eventually marry. But she was scouting for her next thrill, and she found it in my childhood backyard. Started small. I noticed her looking at her phone more than usual, smiling at messages she didn't show me. I brushed it off, told myself she was just texting her sister. Then I saw her leaning a bit too close to one of my old classmates, Brett. Tall, tan, and single since his divorce last year. He'd always been a bit of a smooth talker, but I'd never thought twice about him. Until I saw the way Haley touched his arm when she laughed. Until I noticed the way he whispered something in her ear that made her blush like a teenager. I felt a twinge in my gut, but again, I shoved it down. I wasn't going to be that jealous guy who couldn't handle his girlfriend being friendly. Except she wasn't just being friendly. She was plotting her next move, and it wasn't with me. By the time the sun started to dip behind the trees, I could tell something was off. Haley said she had a headache and needed a moment alone. I offered to walk with her, but she waved me off with a kiss and said she just wanted some fresh air by the trees. I watched her walk toward the woods behind my parents' property. That same patch where we used to play capture the flag as kids. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. I got nervous. I went to check on her. That's when I heard it. Not the crack of a firework. Not laughter or music. Moaning. Low. Breathless. Intimate. I froze. It was coming from deeper in the trees. And then I saw them. Her legs wrapped around his waist. Her face buried in his neck. his shirt off, her flag crop top on the ground beside them. It was Brett. Of course it was. My childhood friend. And my girlfriend. In the dirt. On the ground. 10 feet from where my family was preparing dessert. I couldn't speak. I couldn't breathe. I wanted to scream, punch, collapse, throw up all at once. But I did none of that. I pulled out my phone. I snapped a picture. And then I walked away. Slowly, steadily, like a ghost. Because I had a plan. When I got back to the yard, I didn't say a word. I smiled. I helped my dad light the fireworks. I waited. And right before the fireworks began, when the whole town gathered in the yard with their phones out, ready for the show, I hooked my phone up to the backyard projector, the one we usually used for slideshow videos of our family through the years. But this time, it was just one picture. Her legs around him, face full of pleasure. In my backyard, there was a beat of silence before gasps rippled through the crowd. Someone dropped their plate. My mom covered my niece's eyes. Brett's ex-wife let out a cackle so loud it echoed across the yard. Then I stepped onto the porch and said, loud and clear, "Happy Independence Day, everyone, especially to me." Just declared myself free of cheating trash. The crowd was dead silent for a second, then exploded in laughter, whispers, and pure Southern chaos. Haley stumbled back into the yard moments later, her hair messy, her face pale. She knew. Oh, she knew. She tried to apologize, said it was a mistake, a moment of weakness. I just looked her dead in the eye and said, "You gave me the best gift today, Clarity." Then I walked away, and as the fireworks exploded overhead, reflecting in my eyes, I felt something even more powerful than rage or heartbreak. Freedom. And that's what July 4th means to me now. Not just about a country gaining its freedom, but a man taking it back. If you've ever been betrayed and came out stronger, like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more stories of justice, karma, and emotional comebacks.